Hi everybody, welcome back, or if you're new, welcome in. I'm Kris, this is my daughter Alyssa, and it's Halloween. So tonight, we're gonna go out, have a little fun, but first, I gotta get into costume. So, let's do a little time lapse. That's why you don't take a wet pickle into a baking soda factory. Anyway, what? Well, anyway, so here's what we came up with. We're not quite sure about the ears just yet.
I did ponytails. I made him do ponytails.
It kind of works. This might be a problem in the car. But
It's so bad.
hey, let's go have some fun. All right, we updated it real quick. This will be the finished version. And with that, we are on our way to Highlands Ranch Mansion. See you when we get there. Here we are at Highlands Ranch Mansion. It's time for last stop, which is always our first stop. Yeah, for those of you who haven't been around, our very first vlog was filmed Halloween night just 2 years ago. This is where we stopped and, continued our night from there. So this is where we're going to always start our night. I do wish that they allowed us inside the mansion. That would be awesome, but maybe I might have the day off from work when they let us in during the holidays. This site does have trick-or-treating, quite a few decorations, and a bar that does accept cash and card. Yeah, I got the vampire's blood cocktail. Cheers. Ah. Yeah, that tastes like Basically, it tastes like a tequila sunrise, I think. Cheers. And on that note, we're going to hit at least one little neighborhood, do a little trick-or-treating, and then maybe head to a haunted house.
Turn it off! Turn off the music!
Nobody's around.
Turn off the music.
And that's where all the gold is buried. Alright, let's go trick-or-treating. Yeah, alright, we found a neighborhood that looks promising. I really do love this display. Glow stick down! Yeah, we had to do the trick-or-treat one last year. She's 13. I'm not sure exactly how much longer she'll actually want to go out with me instead of her friends. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun. Okay, now this house looks promising. Oh, I'm gonna have to take this entire house in real quick. Let's put some music over this. Yeah, that was a wonderful combination of 3 different houses. And as you can see, it's clogging up the sidewalk pretty well. Yeah, I don't think the other houses can quite keep up, but at least some of them try. Yeah, it's basically just a whole complex. It's called Maple Manor Haunted House. I think they might be charging, but either way, it's a fairly long line, and, well, we've got a different haunted house to get to. We'll just hit up a couple of houses here, and, then head on out. I love it when they at least do just a little bit of effort. Not every house can be as good as that first one. And that's why I wear pants and Pluto doesn't. Yeah, I think I found my favorite display. Yeah, I think we're almost done with this neighborhood. She's mostly getting peanut butter, which, not very good, and would send her to the hospital. Yeah, with all the kids with peanut allergies these days, you'd be surprised at just how much candy contains peanuts. Hey, we've got another good one. Yeah, let's just head to the 13th floor. See you there. Yep, and we've made it to the 13th floor. Now, we can't film inside, but we should be able to film in the line. Let's see if they let me bring in the camera or if I'm running it back to the car real quick. It's a nice little complex. Yeah, we're just barely in, and this is already 1,000 times better than Elitch Gardens. Yeah, surprisingly, the line isn't too long. I think we have maybe one switchback. Yeah, we were wondering why the line was so short. Apparently, there's 3 different attractions this year. Yeah, the first haunted house was actually very good, even though it was technically the second one. Now we're in line for the first one. Yeah, now that we know that there are 3 different ones, the fact that we waited about 10 minutes for the first one makes a lot more sense. Alright, that's 2 mazes down. It's time for that third one. Yeah, this seems to be where everybody's in line. Yeah, we'll give you a review at the end of the night. And third maze down. That last one was actually kind of skippable. We're going to get back home to warmth and then give you our review there. And with that, we are back home.
Yep.
That was a very fun event. I liked the changes they did this year, separating it into 3 distinct haunted houses. Granted, if you are a drinker and participate in the secret bars, that means they are getting an extra 2 secret bars out of you. It does cost extra for that. So yeah, they're making a little bit extra profit. Still, one of those mazes was not quite up to snuff, but the other 2, those were brilliant. Especially that second one we went through.
Yeah, which was actually the first attraction.
Yeah, it was technically the first one, but we went through it second. That one was awesome. The other one was very close behind it. That was 100% worth the money. So, anyway, on that note, I guess Halloween is over for the year, and so there's just pretty much one thing left to do.
No.
And that's to say, Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and yeah, thanks for watching.